If Infante comes back the middle of August to play second.
That ball hit deep into center field. He goes back, he looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! A bomb by Adam Dunn, and it's 1-0 Sox.
Stanton drives one left center field. Way out of here.
Doesn't matter at all who he faces.
To help unravel the secrets of Mariano Rivera's cutter, we enlisted pitching coach Tom House, who's worked with greats like Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson.
He's got 4 or 5 different pitches that all come out of the same exact tunnel. The visual on all 4 or 5 of his pitches look like fastball and become something else.
One way hitters identify a pitch is by gauging a pitcher's arm angle. Rivera's remarkably consistent arm slot, varying less than 2 degrees, helps disguise the type of pitch he's throwing.
There are a variety of different baseball pitching grips that pitchers can utilize to throw off hitters' timing. The most common grip that all position players use, and pitchers commonly, is the 4-seam fastball grip. This grip will throw the baseball in the straightest, fastest fashion. It's important with all of these grips that pitchers keep the same arm speed and arm slot as they deliver the pitch, so as not to tip off the batter as to what pitch is coming. A second grip that can be used on the baseball is the 2-seam fastball grip, as the 2 fingers are held across the 2 laces, and this creates a downward sinking motion. Thrown from a left-handed pitcher's arm, the ball will drop down and away from a right-handed batter, and vice versa for a right-handed pitcher.
Hitters often rely on reading a pitch's spin to determine what pitch is coming, but Rivera's fastball and cutter have what appear to the hitter as the same spin. Many pitchers throw their cutters more like sliders, with their fingers pulling down on the side of the ball. This can create more downward and lateral movement than a cutter, but it also creates the signature spin of a slider, a spinning red dot, that the hitter can recognize and adjust to.
Spin creates pressure differentials in the airflow on each side of a ball, and the ball curves toward the lower pressure zone. This phenomenon is known as the Magnus effect, and the faster the spin, the greater the curve.
closer to us, its angular size increases. The faster that shadow grows on our retina, the faster it's moving towards us. Because we have two eyes, each gets a slightly different view of that ball's growing shadow, and our brains are able to put together those tiny differences and translate it into the ball's flight path. The batter's eyes and head remain locked on that pitch until it's about 6 feet away from the plate, constantly adjusting their predictions along the way. If everything goes just right, what's crazy is nearly all of this bypasses a batter's conscious brain. How do they see all of this when my brain only sees a blur? The center of our retina contains the highest density of photoreceptors of anywhere in the eye. This is why we see best when we look right at something. But thanks to genetics, some people have more cells in the middle of their retina than others. A higher density of cones in a given area means more resolution. In eye exams, the average major league player tests at 2013 vision, and 80% are below 2015. Some even approach 28, the theoretical limit of human vision. In the 1990s, Los Angeles Dodgers scouts were able to predict which minor league players would succeed in the majors based solely on how they performed on eye exams. A baseball's red laces can give different pitches a telltale signature in flight. A two-seam fastball can look like two red stripes based on its backwards rotation. A slider's lateral movement can paint a red dot on one side. Hitters, thanks to their experience and their expert vision, are able to pick up on these patterns in flight.